Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee. And if you'd like a tarot reading, check out my stand store down below in the description box, and we'll get you all set up. So today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Six of Arrows in transition. And under the cover of night, you've arrived on that other shore. And you're traveling along in the Swan, which is the Queen of Arrows, I do believe. And you've got a full wind at your sail, and you're just moving along, okay? And one of the things that comes up around this card is, you know, as you're transitioning from one spiritual self to a higher spiritual self, you know, to one quest to another quest, all right? There is that opportunity of leaving things behind, okay? What have you left behind in this one? We've seen this come up probably about 2 weeks ago. All right, you crossed over, and then the World Tree happened, and the World Tree happened again. So you're not going back to that same place where you started from, right? But at the same time, you are moving forward, okay? And there's movement towards new possibilities and processes. You know you're protected. You had that great conversation with the green woman last night, and she's with you. She's in that boat, you know, standing beside you, and you're moving forward. You know, there could be some anxiety around this, but you know what? With her standing next to you, you don't have to worry about it, because you're protected. You're protected from the universe. You're protected in a wildwood forest for the changes that are going to come ahead. So just stay positive. You know, just stay positive like the wind in your sails, all right? And have that confidence. Have that enthusiasm that when you set foot upon the other shore that you're going to, okay, things are going to take off for you. Things are going to move in the direction you want to move, okay? And it's all about that transitioning, not only physically of moving to the shore, but transitioning mentally in your mental workspace, all right? And saying, you know what? I'm going to do this. So, you know, you have to move beyond the old boundaries mentally, physically, spiritually, and use the new methods that are going to come up. Use those methods that the World Tree has shown you here in the last couple of weeks. You know, twice that's coming up. And just, you know, look at the wisdom, look at the knowledge that, you know, it's given you, you know, to resolve the issues that, you know, may pop up in front of you. Be excited at this opportunity. I know I am, you know, because, you know, coming out of the World Tree and then meeting the green woman, knowing that I'm nurtured and I'm drinking of the milk, you know, of the earth. It's like I can't be any more grounded than what I am, even though I'm on water. And, you know, and I'm grounding that emotional energy, okay? I'm grounding that intellectual energy as well. And I'm excited at that opportunity to do something new. All right, even though the journey may be scary, even though the journey may, you know, cost you something, all right, maybe physically, maybe spiritually, maybe mentally, you know, intellectually, financially, even if it's just a little bit, okay, that can be scary. That could throw you off the track, all right? But don't worry about it, because the green woman's there with you, all right? You are moving in a direction now, okay, of new experiences, new opportunities, and new places, because you're traveling from one shore to another, okay? And whenever I travel, you know, I look forward to getting to where I need to be. Sometimes it's a 10-hour trip, sometimes it's a 1-hour trip, right? It's always fun, all right? There's always, you know, the anxiety is one of excitement, right? It's like, okay, what are we going to do here today? You know, what's going to happen? You know, let's go on a bike ride, or let's go for a run. You know, it's totally being on vacation, right? And enjoying it, and not have to worry about, you know, all the other stresses that you worry about in life, right? So trust those instincts that you have once you set foot on the other side, okay? And take advantage of the new energy, the energy of enthusiasm, the energy of positivity, confidence, right? And excitement. And do so with an open heart. Because when you open your heart up to the universe, you open your heart up to spirit, They are going to give you what you need for this journey. The universe is looking down on you right now, okay? The universe is telling you, we're going to nurture you, we're going to protect you, just like that green woman, okay? You've got full wind in your sails, and it's time to go, okay? The Queen of Arrows is also about transition, all right, from a court card perspective of moving from one pond to another pond. And she's kind of mindful of saying, you know what? Even though you've got to move from one pond to another pond or from one shore to another shore, the only thing that changes is the landscape. You don't change. You have to remain positive. You have to remain confident. You have to remain excited with those new opportunities, you know, coming down the pike. And when you do so with an open heart, okay, you kind of welcome in spirit. You welcome in the universe, you know, and in those those opportunities emerge even more, okay, and those that are ahead of you on this next journey, when they come at you, do so with enthusiasm. Do so with excitement. Don't look at it and go, yeah, I don't know about that. No. The opportunities are going to be presented to you coming in the future, okay, in the near future, okay, are going to be such that you're going to have to use your intuition to discern how to move forward, okay? A lot of excitement coming down the path here. I can feel it, all right? Maybe that's a new romance, right? Maybe that's a new opportunity in career. Maybe it's a new communication, right? Maybe it's a new thought process or project that you could take on, right? Maybe it's something that, you know, hey, I'm going to build me a YouTube studio, right? Things like that. Those are new opportunities. You just have to figure out, once you set your feet on the shore, how to move forward, right? And I'm sure universe, I'm sure spirit, and I'm sure your guide is going to show you along the way. So that's today's card of the day, the Six of Arrows in transition. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, give me a thumbs up. Check out the stand store down below if you want a reading. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.